Welcome to the SharkPreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Do you want to become insanely successful? Do you want to be the go-to guru in your industry? Do you want to be talked about for all the right reasons? For over 40 years, Kevin Harrington has helped people just like you become significant influencers. Now he's broken the process down in the Key Person of Influence Roadmap, and it's yours for free. Just text KPI to him at 727-888-2100. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free step-by-step guide. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 to get the recognition you deserve and experience the success as the go-to voice everyone listens to in your industry today. Welcome to the SharkPreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. With me, as always, is the inventor of the infomercial and the original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, Seth. Great to be here. I know we got a special show today, so I'm looking forward to it.
We do. Super excited. We have Kim and Penn Holderness joining us today. If you've been living under a rock for the last 4 or 5 years, you may not have seen the Holderness family. They are famous for creating original music, parodies, and vlogs to poke fun at the absurdities that those of us married with kids face on a regular daily basis. Recently crossed over 100 million views for all of their videos. We are super excited to have them. Kim and Penn, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Super.
All right. So I'm going to dive right in and say, I believe if our research is correct, your first viral video was Christmas Jammies. What inspired you? I mean, you're in marketing, you're in news. What inspired you to create it?
Well, it was exactly that. It was meant to be a marketing video. My wife had started a production company while I was working as a news anchor in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we had built, I don't want to say a comfortable runway, but enough of one.
I think we had about 2 months of savings, so comfortable, totally comfortable.
That's not comfortable at all.
Okay, I know we're talking to people who are going to tell us that's not comfortable. For us, it was a comfortable runway, and so I decided to quit a salary job with benefits to try this, and we decided to put this video out just telling people what our family was doing and then maybe mention the production company at the end, and we were hoping that we could get a few views.
So, by the way, we were hoping that regionally, like our friends would share it.
Yeah.
And that we would get like 3,000 to 5,000 views, and maybe people would see, like, advertise our marketing company. But really, I mean, I have to say, yes, so we were hoping that it would get some like regional success, but also another inspiration was our kids don't sit still.
Right. Like our Christmas cards, we can't do a Christmas card. They look terrible.
Yeah. We couldn't. So we're like, oh, we work in video. Let's do a Christmas video because our kids are they're really cute, but they don't sit still and not. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So obviously 17 million views since then. It worked a little bit better than regionally.
It was a great success. We were not ready for it. We had no idea how to be YouTube influencers or Facebook influencers. We've had to learn that on the fly. And it led to tens of thousands of emails, and, between 10 and 20 of them were real decent business opportunities with brands that could kind of jumpstart our business.
So this has now catapulted you into a whole new industry, obviously, right?
Yeah. And we don't learn as quickly as we probably should have. I think at that point, we didn't even know you're supposed to, get subscribers on YouTube. I kept getting these notifications. I had no idea. I had no idea that people made a living off of making YouTube videos online. And so I would say it for 2 years, and we still have a marketing company, Walk West. But we were really working full time on the marketing side, doing stuff for other people. And it was only 18 months ago that we stopped doing day to day. I mean, I was on a conference call today. I mean, we check in, weekly, but we stopped going into the office to do day to day, that we focused on just building
our brand,
which sounds so weird because we're a family, but just doing content exclusively for our family.
But there are now a million little micro brands out there, and we want to make ours a strong one, because it's basically like running your own cruddy cable television station. I mean, you put entertainment out there, and then you put in ads, and you work with brands.
I got a crazy story. A neighbor, a new neighbor moved in across the street. Beautiful home. And I'm like, hey, what does this guy do? His name is Bat Dad.
Oh, no,
Yes!
he's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So you've seen him, right?
Yeah,
Wears the mask. And,
we don't know him, but we've seen him.
okay. I couldn't believe it as I did some research on Bat Dad. Nice guy, but really a very mild-mannered, quiet human being. And because he came over to the house and we, sat and had some coffee. And but he's just crushing it with these Bat Dad videos that he's putting out. And so I didn't really get into a huge discussion with him, but I'd love to maybe dive a little deeper with you. The monetization starts with what? Advertising?
It comes from multiple sources.
Right?
Yeah, it comes from multiple sources. The simplest and earliest thing was YouTube giving you a CPM on a video that you post there, right? Then Facebook joined in, and they allowed people to monetize their videos. That's fairly new.
So those ads you see at the beginning of the YouTube video, there's some rev share there, and Facebook is just rolling it out. The difference is Facebook is placing the ads in the middle of the videos. Like Ellen was one of the first adopters of that. So you'll see in the middle of Ellen's videos, like right before the reveal. And we've been extended that as well. It doesn't work as well with music, so we're kind of experimenting with that. But and people like Bat Dad, there are people that make, I don't know if Bat Dad does actually. I don't want to speak out of turn there, but there are people on YouTube that is their exclusive revenue source, and it is a lot of money. That is not our exclusive revenue source. It definitely helps, but it's not what keeps the light on most times.
Right. You were starting to say, and that's what I was excited to hear about, the deal flow that's coming from all of this, right? I mean, isn't that amazing? I mean, you're getting brands and other opportunities. So you've got advertising, now you got brand deal flow, right? You want to talk about some of this or some more stuff?
Sure. And it's diverse. There's those CPM, little micro revenue that you get through YouTube and Facebook. But then there's also just brand deals. Like a brand contacts you directly and says, we like this family. We'd like them to make a video, a music video, like an original song, a parody or something, where you integrate our product. Not unlike a podcast when you stop and take a minute to talk about something. And they give you a flat check for that. So that's another thing that could happen there. A lot of influencers now, on top of those things, are realizing that they have a pretty good personal relationship with the people who are on their page. Like the people who watch us on Facebook, people who subscribe to us on YouTube, feel almost closer and have a tighter affinity to us than they might for a TV show star or a movie star. And for that reason, there's the possibility of products and merchandise as well, which is what we're working on now.
Yeah. So, I mean, and we're not egomaniacs to think that we have more reach and pull than an actual movie star. We're not saying that.
Not at all.
But when it comes down to it, we try our best because we truly enjoy it. We do read the comments and we do engage with people who, as much as we can, that leave comments.
Right,
and
which Ben Affleck is not doing. And with 100 million views and subscriber lists you can retarget and market to, you probably do have a better relationship. And hey, you probably could open a movie.
Well, I don't know about that, but Ben, you're right. Ben Affleck.
It would have to be a family movie, but you could do it. Limited release, maybe just my mom. No, I'm kidding. But there's that relationship that I think it makes it unique to brands, and then to our, community, that it is a real community. What's been your favorite video to make?
I mean, we love the ones with the kids. We have kind of a deal with our kids that they just kind of roll in whenever they're ready and then just sort of do their thing. Anytime it snows and we do a weather video.
I hate the snow. So
okay, that's not yours. Okay, let's move along to something else.
No, I have to say, I love the videos. Like, we do a lot of these little parodies, I think is what we're known for, but we do a lot of these little skits. And our kids are 8 and 11, and now they're to the age that they want their own YouTube channels. And
So we're having this in my house right now.
Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
my kids are 11, 9, and 5.
Same
And
as us.
and my daughter has, 6,000 followers on Facebook, and my son is like, what the heck, and my 5-year-old is like, when do I get my own YouTube channel? Because my 9-year-old's an actress. So,
Yeah. So you're in the wheel. So right now our kids we want them to be part of it, but we also know that when they go to therapy, because I'm sure they'll go to therapy for doing to them. Like, I don't want them to blame our parents made us do all these
they
videos.
exploited us. Yes.
Yeah. So we're really, really careful with them.
Hey, walk me through the scenario of creating a video. And because the first thing that comes to my mind is, who does like the creative and starts doing the writing and all of that? Because you guys are a team, and I can see it's obvious that you guys work tremendously together. But walk me through kind of just a little scenario of putting one of these together for any of our listeners to understand. There's a lot involved in these things, right?
Yeah, let me start by saying that we do live together and we do work together. And we're smiling right now. And I love my wife, and I miss, I'm in this weird space now. When I go out of town for 2 days, I miss her because she's like my right arm or my left leg, or she's like an appendage at this point because she's always there.
Always here.
Always present.
Always here.
And I drop the kids off at school, and she is ready with ideas at 8:01. But she is an endless fountain of ideas. She's kind of like, I'm going to give you credit here. Kim is how it starts. Kim,
nice.
She looks around at things that happen in our family that are off center or bizarre or unusual, and gives these great specifics about it. And then I think I have a fairly unique gift where it just turns into music in my head when she's talking about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I wish I could tell you guys that we have a content management plan and that we have a calendar.
We're working on it.
But literally on a given Monday, I'll say, we should do, it's so annoying right now is that our 11-year-old won't stop playing with slime. We should do
oh my God,
a parody about slime and how it gets stuck to the carpet. And it's like the kids' version of like a meth lab because it's like all over the place.
It is. It's a meth lab. They hide it in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And it smells terrible. It's highly flammable.
No.
It's
And then he kind of, and I'm like, and then he kind of disappears and comes out with like, how about this? And he'll come out with a song, either original music or a parody.
Do you like doing the parodies or the original songs better?
I like them both, and we're on a business podcast, so I can tell you that an original song, if it does well, that's your IP.
Right.
And
I was going to say, you can't run ads to...
Right. And we've been focusing on, we've had a really good month because Kim had the idea that I do original songs all month long, and they're really starting to hit, especially on Facebook.
I was going to say, you could be reselling those on iTunes and people buying your album.
Right. But you have to kind of do both, because we did that slime video and we did a Cyndi Lauper parody, and it's over 40 million on Facebook right now. And so that's a tentpole that really brings your audience up. So whatever you do next, whatever the lowest amount of views you're going to get is always going to be bigger. You have, instead of 1 million, likes, you have 1.5 million, which is where we are now on Facebook.
Kim, you started in digital marketing. So talk about your video goes viral. Do you put ad money behind it? Is the 100 million all organic? Are you retargeting?
No, yeah, we have not, as a practice, boosted any of our posts of our content. If there's a paid partnership, like we did work with HB Printers, we did work with Princess Cruise Lines. They chose as a brand. They put money behind it, which is. They can totally do. But and this may change. I mean, as the algorithm kind of always shifts, but at this point, we have not put paid money behind it.
You gotta be careful too, because if you do put paid money behind it, what that means is it's putting it in front of eyeballs that may not necessarily want to see it. And if we can get as many impressions as we're getting, where people organically share it with their friends and it kind of comes at their doorstep as almost like a free gift, I think that's a much more positive way to get your content out there.
But it is hard though. I mean, Facebook Facebook, Instagram, I mean, even YouTube to some, I mean, YouTube, it's a totally different model, but it is hard to get the attention of people. And this is something as a marketing company, it's something we do for, brands in which we're not in front of the camera, it is, it's something we talk about every single day.
And you've got, so Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, technically, they all own your lists.
Right.
Any lead capture, any email marketing, any direct mail, so that if Facebook turns you off tomorrow, you're okay.
Yeah. So funny you mentioned that. It is, we take a long time to learn lessons, and we probably need to just binge your podcast. We've been listening.
Yeah, there's some really good tips.
Yeah, I know. So
Thank you.
We are only now building an email list, and we are only now we have this blog that we're going to be dusting off. We've started a podcast, which we love the podcast.
It's our favorite thing to do.
It's our favorite thing to do is the podcast. Not that generates leads, but our hope is if we're collecting emails, we can, like you said, we can get in touch with people who have selected to be a part of this community in a way that in case the algorithm just, turns around and kicks our butt.
Well, I can tell it's a lot more exciting for you than the news. A friend of mine was doing 2 hours a day live anchor in the morning, and then they bought another TV station. They gave her 2 more hours in the morning. So she's reading 4 hours, and she starts at 7 a.m., which means she's got to, get there at, 6 or something. And so it's just a really, I'm sorry. She starts at 4:30 a.m., goes till 7, then does another 2 hours after that. So it's like 4.5 hours a day, starting at 4:30.
Kevin, the saddest day of my life, I was a morning news anchor, and we started at 5 a.m. And the news director came and told me that they're going to start 30 minutes earlier. They're going to start at 4:30 a.m. and there will be no extra money. And so I had to wake up 30 minutes earlier in the morning. And there is no way to go to bed in time to feel good when you wake up at 2:30. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible to feel good. I feel okay, man. That is so rough.
Yeah. So it's exciting to see what you're doing. So now, do you plan ever to have any of your own products?
That is a great question. So in my brain, I basically am a walking, in my brain every single day. I come to Penn. I'm like, what if we did this? And I have these crazy inventions in my head. I actually have filed a patent for a family travel product that I can't really talk about now because we're not fully launched on it. But
should we give them a hint?
And it's a family travel product.
Okay.
But we're working through the prototype stage, which this is my first time going through a product development and just working through prototypes. But
we happen to have someone on the show who's kind of an expert at that.
I know.
We're talking to the right people.
I know. Well, and because I have, as a mom, there are so many little hacks and tricks that places where I've used duct tape to fix things. And I'm like, what if
that is a major fight in our house. I am the duct tape king. And my wife is like, do you have to use duct tape to fix it?
Yes.
But I bought pink duct tape this time, honey.
Yeah. And it's like, if you're fixing something, that means it's not right. And why don't you just make it right? So I do have, and it's not, it's a family travel product. So it's a little bit different than making a parody, and we'll see if our audience, if that's something that the audience and beyond is down for.
Yeah.
But we are working on a book. We're working on, there's a lot of little random things we're kind of working on.
I'm writing a musical that's meant to be on stage, and that's going to take 5 years and suck a lot of my time and resources. And we don't have to talk about that on a podcast. If we're talking about profit,
it might make a profit one day.
Who knows? Who knows? But no,
I've heard Broadway shows are a great investment.
Oh my gosh. Well, what we're doing is we're releasing the songs on our music channel, so people are getting familiar with them already, because Broadway prefers to go with existing IP.
Yeah.
So we're going to have it already out there. But as far as Kim's products, it's going to be an interesting case study, because we kind of have a built-in platform where we can try to sell it and see if that, affinity that our fans or our friends or whatever we want to call it have with us would translate to being able to market products.
Yeah, one of our partners that Kevin owns just launched the Skinny Girl line with Bethany Frankel at Macy's the other day, and she doesn't have 1/10 of the social media following you guys do, and they were doing millions in 24 hours. So
wow, well,
we need to get going on this.
I know.
Hey, we're always ready to help you out, guys.
That's what we needed to hear. Okay, that's good. So this is basically a Shark Tank episode. And how much of this company do you want for how much? I've seen the show before.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
You talked about your kids in the future, therapy bill. How has it affected them in terms of making them into personalities, in terms of making them have their followings because of the show? Everybody knows who they are. How does that affect your daily, like, mom and dad regular life?
Well, my son seems to really like it because he's a me. He's sort of an extrovert, and he kind of digs it. I guess maybe like I was a little bit more worried about my daughter because I don't know why, just because of the makeup that she has. But she has got the best head on her shoulders of any of us.
Yeah, she's the most mature one in our house. But I also think that with as just duty as parents is that inside the walls of our house, there's no difference. There's no, I mean, they know, I mean, we run a tight ship. They come in with some sort of inflated ego or attitude, and that's just not allowed. And I don't know that I think when we go places and people ask for pictures, they are so kind. And I think it's been a very lovely experience for our daughter, especially who's more of an introvert like me, to have an excuse to like meet and talk to people. So I want to say it's been really positive so far. Yeah.
The personal interactions, like if someone likes you, they come and tell you. If they hate you, they go on Reddit or, some other And then my kids don't read that. I think the most important thing is that, my first thought every time I wake up in the morning and my last thought before I go to bed is just, I'm terrified that I'm going to screw up my kids. But my dad told me he felt the same way, and he was a pastor. I think everyone should hold on to that feeling.
Yeah.
And the truth is,
There's
we don't know.
There's a song there. You look like you're about ready to burst out,
Hang on. I'll be right back.
And that's what happens. Yeah. He just disappears and writes a song.
That's actually a really good idea for one.
Yeah, like I'm.
Are we going to screw up our?
Well, yeah.
All right.
Stand by.
Oh, you guys are great. Love listening to you. That had a lot of fun here today. So I might have some business for you too. So it's been I'm doing a deal with Bat Dad, by the way. So so it's so Seth and I'll get back to you on another moment. But I love I think I came out of the TV industry. 35 years of as seen on TV, spending millions. Literally, we were spending $1.2 million a week on TV to get our videos played. Whereas now the model is shoot the video, get them out there, and there's no, you get
no
paid.
Distribution cost.
So it's a great model, and it's actually put a lot of the as seen on TV guys out of business because people are watching Facebook and Instagram instead of watching TV anymore because they love watching the stuff that the guys like you create. So it's an amazing new marketplace that's made lots of new entrepreneurs. So congratulations.
Well, congratulations to you as well. We're blown away by everything that has come out of your mind, including the seen on TV stuff.
Yeah.
And all the infomercial, just stuff that it's been a huge part of our lives. And now we're talking to the guy who actually created it. So it's an honor.
Awesome. Great episode. If you don't know who they are already, go Google the Holderness family, find them on YouTube, find them on Facebook, find them on Instagram. They are everywhere. You will be glad you did. Penn and Kim, thanks for an awesome episode.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Hey guys. 2 thumbs up to both of you. Okay.
Hey, thank you so much, Kevin.
There goes Kevin.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level, but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.